Do I even know how to work this thing? Now I'll be gone for 5 months acting like I have been here the whole time. Anyway, hello y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mel. I'm so glad that you are here. Thank you for watching. I hope that you will subscribe and join the ride. On this channel, I talk about living your best balanced life. So I talk about faith, wellness, work / career, business, hobbies, how to really just live your best life in every area. And so if you need a person to walk it out with you, resources on how you can do that in your own life, community, which is what we're going to talk about a little bit with the 12-week year. Subscribe and join the ride. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for your grace and your patience. I know I'm coming on here like I haven't been gone for 6 months, but you know, that's why we're doing a 12-week year. We're adding that to the list. But honestly, I did really well in my first 12-week year, even though I did not achieve everything. And then these last couple of months, I've just been living my best life. It was my birthday. I went to San Diego. I've been outside, you know. So anyway, we're going to finish out. We're going to do another 12-week year starting tomorrow, August 12th. It will end on November 1st. The goal is to really have this final push before the holidays. What I really like about the 12-week year, and I'm gonna get into all of it. I'm gonna recap my first 12-week year, talk through what my goals will be this year, and then give an intro for those who may not know what the 12-week year is. But I mean, there are plenty of YouTube videos on it by now. But essentially, my goal is again to finish the year strong. What I really like about the 12-week year is that I'm not a big believer that you have to work every single day on your goals. What I really like about 12-week years, you can pick 3 months out the year, whenever that is, and say, okay, for these 3 months, I'm going to focus on this. And that's what I did for the first quarter of the year. And then, you know, you have a season, you should have seasons of rest. Like, you shouldn't always be working towards goals. That's what we preach here, is simple productivity, intentional living. It's not about just hustling all the time, but recognizing the season that you're in and acting accordingly. So yeah, we're going to finish out the year strong with the 12-week year. My first 12-week year, I did pretty good. I'm not going to hold you now. I said that 2024 was going to be the year of transformation, and it was. 2023 was a very, very hard year for me. I went through breakups. I was dealing with narcissists. I'll do a whole other video. I may not, because I don't want to have to take y'all to my therapy session. But just know your girl was going through it in 2023. It was a very hard year. So I was very intentional this year about getting back to myself, about focusing on myself. And this was going to be the year of transformation in every area of my life. And honestly, I have come a long way. You know, physically, I said I was going to be unrecognizable by the end of this year. I've already lost 20 pounds. I'll do a little maybe before and after. You could probably, even when I was watching my YouTube videos from earlier this year, it really brought me to tears because I can even see it in my face. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I haven't really lost that much, but I can definitely tell a difference in my clothes. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm posting my workout videos and workout pictures every day for accountability. We also did 75 soft walks. So again, follow me on Instagram because I do a lot of like challenges. So if you really are trying to work towards your goal and you need people to do it with you, I had about 30 of us in a group me together doing 75 soft. So again, so follow me on Instagram so that we can get connected, so I can help you with your goals. But anyway, I was able to lose 20 pounds. That was my really big goal for the first 12-week year. And I am going to try to lose at least another 10 to 15 pounds with this next 12-week year. But physical transformation, I'm pretty proud of where I have, you know, spiritually. I think I had a goal of trying to read the Bible in a year. Child, I'm not gonna hold you. I did the chronological. I did Job, Genesis. I after Numbers. After Numbers, I said, listen, let's try another plan, because it was just doom and gloom. I was like, thank God for Jesus, because all these rules, I cannot. But anyway, I did not read the Bible in a year. I'm nowhere close to reading the Bible in a year, but I have really strengthened my walk with God just because of the suffering that I've been through and just really growing with God. Sometimes, you know, it takes lessons to be learned and therapy and just sitting with him when you ain't got nobody else to really grow in that walk. So although I didn't check Bible reading off, you know, I really felt like I got closer to God this year, and just, you know, having a healthier view of him, a healthier view of myself. You know, I really made strides with therapy this year, and I can actually see a difference just in my confidence, in my boundaries, and you know, just the way that I see myself. It's just completely different. I used to be a people pleaser and just doing things to make everybody happy and suffering. And listen, let me tell you something. No is a complete sentence, and I have learned that sentence a lot this year. So maybe I'll do a whole nother video on just what healing has looked like for me. But I'm in a really good space mentally, spiritually, physically. I was able to financially as well. It was a little bleak. first quarter of the year. But one of my goals within the past 12-week year was to secure another contract. So for those that don't know, I'm a project manager. I do consulting. So I do like contract project management. I'll do a whole nother video on what I do. I think I have a couple of day in the lives and how to get into project management. Anyway, one of my goals for the first quarter was to secure another contract so that I could really save and really get back on track financially. And I was able to do that. So God has really been good. I'm not going to hold you. This was really a transformative year. I had some very high highs. I had some very low lows. I've lost friends. I've lost situations. I've, definitely hasn't been perfect, but I'm just really in a good place. And so that's why I was living my best life in the summer, because I was like, woo, child, we got through it. But again, now we're going to do a final push. So let's talk about what the next 12-week year is. Sorry, I'm rambling, but I'm happy to talk to y'all again. 12-week year, what is it? So it's based off of the book. Again, there are a bunch of YouTube videos on it, but essentially you're going to take 2 to 3 major goals that usually take a year to achieve, and you're going to get it done within 12 weeks. Again, I like it because you're not stuck to a year of one goal. You can knock out 2 to 3 things within a few 12 weeks, throw your all into it and get it done. And so that's why I really like it. But yeah, essentially you take those goals, break it down into weekly, daily habits, and then at the end of each week, you're going to take a score of what you did or did not achieve based off of what you said you wanted to work on towards that goal for that specific day or week. And then the goal is to achieve either 80% of those tactics each week. Again, the tactics that are working towards that bigger goal. So for example, if my goal is to lose 10 pounds within 12 weeks, then, my goals could be working out, drinking X amount of water, and, eating at home 90% of the time. I take a score at the end of the week on how I did on those 3 tactics. And then that tells me, whether I am on track. So I really like it. Again, not just because of the time span and being able to like have breaks within the 12-week year. I don't do 12-week years consecutively. Like I usually will take a break in between. So I like that part of it, but I also like that it really forces you to ingrain your goals into your daily life and your daily habits. So whether that's working out or trying to get to a certain weight, or whether that's now one of my goals is with content, and I'm having to ingrain that within my daily schedule. I feel like that helps me to retain it and to be more consistent, because I'm actually having to fit it within my existing schedule. So those are some pros that I really like about the 12-week year. So how are we going to track it? Now, I will link the Notion template that I'm going to use. If you're a Notion person, I will screen record now so y'all can see. I follow this YouTuber. She's a content creator, graphic designer. I really love her content, by the way. I can just shout her out right here. Her name is Hello Corey, and I will show y'all a screen recording of like what her template looks like in Notion. So you can put the goals, and then here, as I was saying, you could put down the tactics or habits that you're going to do each week to work towards that goal. And then she has like daily check-ins, and again, you can have your score at the end of the week. So this is good if you're already on Notion, but listen, if you are not on Notion, you know what we finna do? We are about to go to the Notes app or get a pen and paper. Okay, we not gonna make this hard. Again, it's about consistency in whatever way that looks like for you. So go ahead and open up that Notes app, because I already know you're going to try to have an excuse. Well, I don't know. I'm not on Notion. Get that pen and paper and come on. All right. So goal number 1 for me, 12-week year. And again, you can start this whenever, child. But goal number 1 for me is to really get to my goal weight. So again, I'm about halfway there. I want to lose, and again, I have a very high self-esteem. I know that I look good. This is not me being unhealthy. This is just what I want for myself. So I have about maybe 15 more pounds that I want to lose. So I'm going to put lose 15 pounds, reach goal weight. I'll do a whole nother video on kind of how I've been able to maintain my weight loss. So yeah, reach my goal weight. That's goal number 1. And how I am going to do that, my tactics will be, I'm going to pretty much stick to my current workout schedule. Not stuck. Stick to my current workout schedule. And I'm going to increase my cardio. So right now, my workout schedule, I do solid core twice a week. I do strength training about once or twice a week. I try to walk about 3 times a day. I used to be really strict on my workout schedule. Now I've just been pretty much trying to make sure I stay active, do some strength training, do some solid core, and making sure that I get my steps in. So I'm going to pretty much stick to that. So I'm going to do 2 Pilates / Legree classes, 2 strength training classes. Usually I do lower body. I gotta do another video, y'all, on the apps that I use on working out. But anyway, 2 strength training sessions. I'm gonna try to do 3 cardio sessions a week, again, because I am trying to lose. And then 6 to 10K steps a day. Child, not L. Steps a day. Cardio for me is usually walking, kickboxing. Sometimes I'll do like these boot camps on the weekends. Sometimes I'll do hiking on the weekends. I also am into golf, y'all. I gotta do another video on that, on golf. Shout out to the girlies with hobbies. Anyway, so stick to my current workout schedule. That's gonna be one tactic. The other is to really increase my water intake. I really noticed when we did the 75 soft challenge that when I was forced to drink 3 liters of water a day, I lost like 10 pounds just within that first month. So I think that I know that water intake is important. Okay, so increase water intake. I don't know if I'm going to do 3 liters, but I know I can at least commit to 2. Okay, so we're going to do increase water intake to 2 liters, and then eat at home Monday through Thursday. That is actually very hard for me. So yeah, those are going to be the 3 tactics that I try to stick to get the rest of the weight off. And then for goal number 2 is to really build my online community. Now, it is important that these goals are measurable. So that's why I have 15 pounds. Again, if I don't lose it, it's not going to be the end of the world. But you really want to have a measurable, quantifiable goal when it comes to your 12-week year goals. So building online community for me is going to look like increasing my subscribers. I'll say that for now. So I think I have like 300, 400 subscribers on YouTube. So it would be nice to get to 1K on YouTube. And then I think I'm at 500 subscribers on TikTok. And I would like to get up to 1K. I have more followers on Instagram, but I've had that platform for a little while. And I feel like it's comfortable because most of those people were there when, either I know them personally or they were there when I did like my blogging podcast back in 2017. So it's easy just for me to be on my stories and talking. So I'm challenging myself to kind of grow on other platforms and kind of actually build that audience versus just talking to my family and friends. So yeah, building my online community. And again, it's not just about subscribers for me. I really want to, and that's going to be one of my tactics. I really want to think through like what community would look like, because I really enjoyed like having that accountability group for 75 Soft, and I want to be able to create both online and in-person resources and communities so that, if you have weight you want to lose, you can hop in a group and be like, who finna get on this challenge with me? Or if you are trying to find a job, being able to tap into our base, into our, community, and be able to say, hey, if anyone has opportunities in marketing, let me know, I'm looking for this. So that's what I really want to build. I need to think more through that, but that is going to be one of my tactics for the 12-week years, to brainstorm what my online and in-person community could look like. And then as far as actual content itself, I'm going to do 1 to 2 videos a year. That's what I was doing before. 1 to 2 videos a week, child, on YouTube. And I'm going to do 3 to 5 short form videos. And then I'm going to do them primarily on TikTok, but then I'm also going to repurpose them on YouTube Shorts and Instagram. So that's going to be that tactic for goal number 2. And then goal number 3 is daily prayer and Bible reading. So I have this new book called Holy Imagination. I'll put a screenshot here, but my therapist recommended it if you want to learn how to actually read the Bible better. Sometimes, we get caught up with the Greek and the Hebrew and what versions or whatever, but I actually have started reading it and I really like it because it makes the Bible reading so simple. So my goal is to read at least a chapter a day with the Holy Imagination book. And then also just to make prayer a priority. And it's not necessarily, I want to make prayer a priority. I talk to God all the time, let's be clear. But just wanting to, you know, be very intentional, because I have a lot of transition that could possibly be coming. Just thinking about the online community that I want to build, thinking about my career, thinking about where I want to live. I've been in Atlanta pretty much all my life, and thinking about if I want to move to another city. So I have some big decisions. If I want to buy a house soon, you know, I have some big decisions that I want to pray about. And so that's just while we're kind of closing out the year, I want to make sure that I'm praying for God's guidance in those areas. So that's pretty much going to be that. Again, I don't like to overwhelm myself, because listen, me and the Lord roll tight, and I'm not into religion. I'm not into being like super religious and having all these check the box things. Like, I really be walking with God and talking to him and let him talk to me. So we're going to keep that simple. I have another goal, number 4, to pay off my credit cards. But I'm not going to add this one to the 12-week year. First, I would not recommend doing more than 3 big goals. I'm just going to add it here just for like accountability, just because I do want to I am on track to pay them off by the end of this year, the end of the calendar year. But I may or may not get to there by October 31st or November 1st, which will be okay. But I'm just still going to put it here. And I'll stick to my monthly budget, and no big spending, because it ain't nothing for you to buy, Mel. No big spending. And then, yeah, I have everything paid off by December 2024. Again, I could really push myself to get it done within the 12-week year, but listen, it's gonna be football season. went to Auburn University. You know, I love football. The fall time is my favorite season of the year. So I'm not gonna do too much. I know myself. And again, as long as I stick to my monthly budget and I get it done by the end of the year, that will be okay. So these are gonna be my top 3, 4-ish goals for the next 12-week year. Again, if you're seeing this now, start with me on Monday. Come follow me on Instagram and let me know that you're starting, so that we can hold each other accountable. If you are starting this later on, you're watching this at another time, still come hit me up. I will keep you accountable, trust me. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. Now that we're going to be seeing each other a lot more often, please let me know. Excuse my frizzy hair. I know I probably said that a couple of times, but listen, progress over perfection. Anyway, let me know what content you want to see on this channel and on my other channels as well. Again, I plan on talking about my fitness and wellness journey, my new hobbies, getting into golfing and hiking and creative writing and all of the things. Of course, I'm gonna always talk about career and how to live your best life, because we want you to make that money, okay? And then, yeah, so let me know what content you like to see. I'm also going to try to do weekly-ish vlogs. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you want to see, and I will see y'all on the next video. Bye, y'all.